Let's talk about Ben. Not me. Somebody who was $60,000 in debt. He was working 60-hour weeks with Uber and using food stamps for his groceries. When his business crashed, the system offered him two choices: either pay $1,500 for a bankruptcy attorney, money he definitely did not have, or drown. He chose option 3, fight. He then built a startup called Upsolve with a very specific mission, which was to make sure that nobody else had to go through that choice again. This is a legal AI tool that's built to give you a fresh start. People that need this tool, the people that use this tool, are factory workers who shouldn't have to make the choice between buying insulin and their car payment. The Uber driver whose EV loan buried them even before their first ride. Or the grandma fighting credit card debt after her husband's passing. Millions of people face these fears every single day, and that is where AI needs to step up. I mean, sure, creating pirate-themed poems on GPT is fun, but shouldn't AI really be used to improve our lives and save us money? That's what I think, and that's why we created this video for you. Whether you're a licensed attorney or somebody who's just trying to navigate this complex legal world, I'm going to show you the tools that can help you, what they're best for, and who they're created for. With that, let's dive in. First, let's look at this company that Ben founded, which is called Upsolve. Every year, millions of Americans are drowning in debt that they'll never be able to repay. But obviously, they can't afford $1,500+ it would take to hire a bankruptcy attorney. So Upsolve built what they call TurboTax for bankruptcy, and it's already wiped out over $750 million of crushing debt. Their free tool breaks down this terrifying bankruptcy process into very simple questions that anybody can answer, like what hospital bills are crushing you, or which creditors keep calling. Then it spits out court-ready forms. No jargon, no long, intimidating forms, just the big reset button that America's working class desperately needs. And the best part, it is absolutely free. They're not just throwing technology at people and saying good luck. They've built this entire support ecosystem around the tool. Their community forums connect people who are going through similar financial hardships, which creates this knowledge base and support system that people desperately need. I mean, really, there is often a crushing feeling of shame that comes along with debt, so having this community of people going through the same thing as you is super important. What's really clever is their privacy approach. Your financial information never leaves their secure servers until you're ready to print out your documents, and the impact metrics are staggering. They've helped Americans discharge more debt than the GDP of certain small countries. Time named Upsolve one of the top 100 inventions of the year. Fast Company crowned them world-changing idea of the year. Even the New York Times threw roses with their Good Tech Award. Upsolve's funders include the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Robin Hood Foundation, and Legal Services Corporation. Upsolve is like a blueprint for dismantling these debt traps. They're really changing the game in terms of who's allowed to have a financial fresh start. And now legal aid organizations around the world are partnering with them because they've proven something really powerful. Technology can democratize legal help for those who really need it. Next, we're going to look at an AI legal platform that can help you draft documents, create contracts, and just understand if you've even got a case. Not to mention over 3,000% search growth. Let's talk about AI Lawyer. Imagine having a lawyer in your pocket. Need an NDA drafted at midnight? Done. Wondering if you actually have a case? It'll tell you in seconds. And it's doing all of this for what amounts to pocket change compared to normal legal fees. AI Lawyer claims to cut legal service costs by up to 90%. But how are they doing this? First, instant consultations. I mean, you know how lawyers charge huge consultation fees just to answer a couple simple questions? That could become a thing of the past. AI Lawyer gives you those answers immediately. No consultations, no appointments, no retainers. For attorneys who are actually using this tool, it means you can offload these basic client questions and really just focus on the important work. Second, document creation. We're talking contracts, NDAs, you name it. That's not just saving time, that's changing how legal work actually gets done. And here's another game changer, the research. This thing dives into legal databases and case law faster than a paralegal ever could. It'll analyze precedents, estimate your chances in court, all while you're waiting for your coffee. And before you ask, yes, it is secure. Now, who's actually using this? 60% are regular folks who just need affordable legal help, 25% are lawyers who are using it to supercharge their practice, and 15% are law students treating it like the ultimate study buddy. AI Lawyer has already surpassed over 150,000 users organically in under 2 years. That is explosive growth in a traditionally slow-moving industry. They've secured partnerships with Google for startups and joined the NVIDIA Inception program, which signals pretty strong industry recognition. So, if you're interested, definitely check this one out or save it for a friend. Next up, let's look at a platform with explosive growth that offers AI-powered contract review, drafting, and legal discovery process. We're talking about Legalfly. It's basically an AI-powered legal associate that works alongside in-house legal teams and firms, handling all those time-consuming tasks. Things like contract reviews, document drafting, and legal research that typically eat up hours of a lawyer's day. The platform works in a few key ways that's really changing the way that legal departments work. First, it instantly analyzes contracts for compliance issues, hidden risks, and non-standard terms. Customers report 50% faster drafting. What once took paralegals days is now getting torn through in 2.5 times the speed. That means that you don't have to wait as long, paralyzed in anxiety as the process drags on. While other tools make you upload sensitive documents to servers that you don't know if you can trust, Legalfly automatically anonymizes everything before you start. They've got these ISO and SOC certifications, which is basically the gold standard for security. It even integrates directly with Microsoft Word, and it's easy to use, so lawyers don't have to learn some complicated new interface. They can use AI features built right into the tool they've already been using every single day. And it's no surprise who's jumping in on this. We're talking about top firms like Slaughter and May and giants like Allianz. Finance and insurance companies reportedly slashed contract turnaround by 60%. And in regulated industries like banks, insurance companies, accountant firms, they love that it never accidentally leaks data like some overworked intern might. Legalfly just secured $15 million in Series A funding, led by Notion Capital. So if you're going to build or adopt an AI-led legal platform this year, don't sleep on Legalfly. If you've got no legal experience, but you're looking for a platform that can help you file for intellectual property, starting a new business, planning your estate, then you're looking for Legalzoom. This one has exploded in popularity because it's solving an important problem. Legal services have been locked behind expensive hourly rates for decades. What they built is basically the ultimate DIY legal platform with an attorney safety net. With more than 9 million legal milestones already crushed, they are turning this entire model on its head. You can create practically any legal document you need through their guided workflows, everything from setting up an LLC to drafting a will that actually holds up in court. The platform walks you through the exact questions that an attorney would ask at a fraction of the cost. But here's where it gets really interesting, because Legalzoom doesn't just leave you with this generic online document. For many services, you can access a network of experienced and ready-to-go attorneys who can review your contracts and answer legal questions for a very simple and flat fee. That means you're not only relying on AI, but you also get the peace of mind of having an actual human attorney look over your stuff. If you're wondering who this one is for, small businesses have been the biggest adopters. They're using it to form companies, to file trademarks, and handle compliance filings without blowing their whole budget immediately. So if you're planning to launch your own business, save this video for sure. And then you've got everyday people creating wills, trusts, and real estate documents without that intimidating and expensive law office experience. And the not so surprising part here is that Gen Z and millennials are driving massive growth with this one. Legalzoom is not just cheaper, it really is democratizing law for the single mom who's writing a custody agreement, the immigrant food truck owner who's filing trademarks, the 22-year-old influencer protecting their brand. They've got something to help everyone. Legalzoom has raised nearly $1 billion in funding. They're publicly traded on NASDAQ under LZ, which tells you this is about to be a full-blown legal revolution. Now that's it for today. If you've been looking for any specific AI platforms that help with legal issues, I hope this video scratched that itch for you. If you have any other niches or areas within the AI space that you want to see videos about, drop me a comment below. I would love to chat with you down there. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.